For this exercise, we're going to use some census data from the United States Census Bureau, and we're going to tie in with the tiger and lion shapefile data set. And so this will be provided in the link for this video down below. But simply, we're going to use the 2022 data set. So once you've hit the link, we're going to go to 2022. We're going to scroll down here, and we're going to go to the FTP archive. Within this, there are a couple data sets that we want. We want to look at the county data set, and then we're going to download that zip file right here. We're also going to come in here and we're going to look at the place data set. Now in my case, I'm in the state of California, which is 06. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to use it. The other item that we're going to use in here is state in particular. So if I click on this, I have US states, and I can go ahead and I can download that zip file. Simply bringing these data in or downloading them, then we're going to be able to turn around and load them into ArcGIS Pro to go ahead and get started with this exercise. Now we're in ArcGIS Pro. We're going to bring in those data sets that we downloaded that were the U.S. Census data. We're going to go about doing this a couple of different ways. Along the top of ArcGIS Pro, we have several tabs. We have Project, Map, Insert, Analysis. All this is part of our navigation that is outlined in another video. We're simply going to go over here, and one of the easiest ways to add data is we're going to go to the layer grouping underneath the Map tab, and we're going to click on Add Data. These will actually populate just like an ArcMap, and you'll be able to navigate and save different folders or different databases. In this case, we're going to start with Place. I've already simply navigated to the data file for this. There's the shape file. I can double click or I can click OK, and then ArcGIS Pro will simply load these data, and we can see that it is now populated with the place data for the state of California. The other way that we can go about adding some of these data is we can actually do it directly from the Windows Explorer window. So I'm going to go back to my data again. This time I'm going to go to County, and I'm going to find the .shp file. You'll see that each and every one of these files, the .prj, the .dbf, all these files are actually what consist or make up a shape file. So word of advice or a pro tip here, if you end up moving some of these data, or you think you're sharing a shape file for that matter, make sure that you're bringing in each and every one of these files. Anyway, now that I've got the .shp file, I'm simply going to drag and drop into ArcGIS Pro, and just like that, it's going to go out to the same location that that .shp or that shapefile is located. It's going to pull it in, and then it's going to generate and populate everything associated with that data set. So that is another way that we can add data to ArcGIS Pro. The other way that we can do this is from the catalog pane. In this case, my catalog pane is on the right-hand side. If for whatever reason you don't have the catalog pane available, you can go ahead and go up here, and you can look at the various areas where you might be able to find things like the catalog pane. In this case, I'm on the View tab, and I can choose catalog pane, and it will pop right up. Or I can do a catalog view, or I can set the pane. Anyway, I've got my catalog pane here. Let's go ahead and clip that and expand it out here. So now that it's pinned, I can go about just like with my add data. If I wanted to, I can go to a folder. So here I have a folder. I'm going to go to my data. I'm going to expand that. There's chapter 1 that I'm working with. We've got the place data. We've got the county data. Let's add the U.S. state data. Again, it is reading in all the various file formats that are present. There's a .shp. I can drag and drop this if I want to, or I can even right click and I can say add to current map, and it will go ahead and add that shapefile to the current map. And boom, there we go. We've got 3 data sets that have been added to our Pro project. Now the big question is, hey, how do I reorganize things? Well, it's pretty straightforward. I can simply come over here to the contents pane. I can drag and drop, and I can move these things to whichever location and whatever pecking order I want them to be in. And simply, we've gone through now and we've shown and demonstrated how we can add 3 different ways in which we can put a shapefile into an ArcGIS Pro project.